Who were the Thessalonians? Welcome to Bible on the Go with Dr. Dan. You know, two of the New Testament books are 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, and they're powerful books that Paul wrote to the church at Thessalonica. But boy, there's a lot of different types of folks in Thessalonica, and I thought it'd be interesting for us to look a little bit at the background and some of the ways it interfaces with the Bible. You know, according to the International Standard Bible Encyclopedia, Paul visited the town together with Silas and Timothy on their second missionary journey. Now that locks it in for us really nice in terms of background. And of course, you learn about it as you read Acts chapter 17, along with how he started other churches as well. And they had been at Philippi, and they traveled on the famous Egnatian Road, and which is still the road that takes you to Thessalonica. And he found, when he got to Thessalonica, it was as his custom, he found a synagogue of Jews in Acts 17:1. And it says, after they passed through Amphipolis and Apollonia, they came to Thessalonica. Of course, they'd come from Philippi, like we said, and they found a Jewish synagogue. Some of the Jews became converts, which we're going to find out is an amazing miracle. And a considerable number of what they call proselytes and Greeks, together with many women of high social standing, like it says in Acts chapter 17, verse 4. Well, as you read on through Acts 17, you discover that there was quite an experience with that church at Thessalonica, and also a tremendous opposition from some other Jews in the synagogue that did not want to have anything to do with Paul the Apostle and fought vigorously to get him out of town. In fact, as the passage goes on, it says that there was a deal made with Jason where he basically had to pay a tribute. And so there's other things beyond Acts chapter 17 that we learn about Thessalonica, and it's quite interesting. For example, in Acts chapter 20, verse 4, Luke was telling about another journey they were on, and he names two friends of Paul that were from Thessalonica, Aristarchus and Secundus from Thessalonica. So as Paul went from town to town to town, he picked up these converts from these different places that wanted to travel with him. And then in Acts 27:2, we get another mention of Aristarchus of Macedonia of Thessalonica, who was with them. And then Philippians 4, we get another reference, which is really fascinating, where it says, for even in Thessalonica, you sent gifts for my needs several times. He was thanking the Philippians. Well, there's a few things we can put together about this. Of course, Thessalonica was a port city, and it was a major port. It is still a major port to this day. And of course, there was a lot of wealth in this city. And I think he was complimenting the Philippians that they gave liberally even when Paul was working among the church at Thessalonica to support his ministry. And so there's a tremendous background here where we understand that this was a wealthy place, it was an influential place, but it was also a place where people responded to the gospel, some even negatively. Thanks for watching Bible on the Go with Dr. Dan. Stay tuned for part 2 of Who Were the Thessalonians next week. If you like these videos, the best thing you can do is to hit that red button called subscribe. You only have to do it once, and it doesn't cost a single thing. Praise God.